Greetings, everyone. Hope all of you are having an absolutely fantastic day. We're back again with more Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. And this time I thought some of you might be interested in how to get the Blight of Dresden achievement. You get this specifically for facing the demon that can be summoned within the Dresden castle on core difficulty mode. And you'll see this is the room where he's going to be in. When you enter, he'll be surrounded by wizards who are attempting to summon him. Make sure you do not attack any of the wizards. He basically needs to draw in all of them in order to be able to summon himself from the abyss. But once he's done that, he'll come into full form and you'll be able to face him. Okay, so first I want to go through briefly the builds and items I have for everybody on my team. So this is my main character. He's a cross-blooded sorcerer. Main way he's going to assist in this fight is he's going to be casting my lightning spells. And if you look at my mythic path, I do have ascendant element electricity. So it should be able to carve through whatever protection he has regarding lightning. And then I have scorching ray electricity at level 4, 3, and 2. So he's going to be using that against him. He's also already casted a scroll that's going to give everybody haste. He also has, we get Aura of Courage from Sela, and that's going to protect us from any fear. He does have the Holy Symbol of Iomedae, so he's going to get a +2 bonus to cast level checks against spell resistance, and that's going to apply to the entire team. I do have a wand that's going to help me empower my electricity spells. Then he has some other things just to buff himself personally, so Mirror Image, Eagle Splendor, because being a sorcerer, he is depending upon charisma in order to cast his spells. Reduce person, since I'm casting spells that are dealing with touch armor, I need to actually have to roll an attack. So reduce person is going to help me with that. Shield for additional protection. Heroism is going to add a +2 to those attack rolls. Delay poison, which doesn't really apply to this battle, but we have it on. Protection from arrows communal, he's got mage armor on, and when we last rested, we did season wings and things. But basically, his whole purpose is to light the demon up. Next up is Camellia. She serves as really my primary tank. So you see she's got an AC of 38 when we're around level 9. So this is definitely going to give me what I need. As far as her equipment, it's nothing crazy here. Of course, we're increasing dexterity to help keep that AC up high. Icy Protector, since I did get the Ice Plant Hex for her, this is going to give her really a +4 to AC overall. Very, very nice. And then she has the standard buffs that you would expect for her. So Magic Vestment, Shield, and Armor. Everything that I mentioned that applies to the whole team from my main character. And then, of course, she has access to Bark Skin. Sela put Holy Strike on her, which actually is going to expire before we get to the demon anyway. And then she also has Reduced Person, further increasing her armor class. So her whole point is to go out and take as many hits as she can. Doesn't work all that well in this fight since the demon can hit incredibly hard, but overall she's doing a very good job for me. Then we have Sela. As you see, she only has armor class of 29, so not quite as good at performing for the tank, but standard gear that I have for her. She's basically my best damage dealer. She's the one who's really going to be carving the demon up, hopefully. And if she's able to get a crit out of it, then it would trigger outflank, which I do have on everybody who's in melee range. And so I'm hoping that that also is going to assist in this fight. I am taking her down the crane line of feats, so she does have crane style. And she has enlarged person to help her deal more damage. And I increased her knowledge world earlier to help me pass a particular check. And she has Veil of Heaven. So all of this, in addition to everything else, is helping to make her more tanky and protected. And she also has spell resistance because The hope is that Camellia is probably going to be the one to run out first. Sooner or later, she'll die. And then we'll have spell resistance on Sela. And Sela is the one that I really, really need to make sure is protected. Camellia does good damage, but Sela does great damage. So I really want to keep her on her feet. Next up is Ember. I have kept her as a stigmatized witch. So she only has a belt of constitution. Sooner or later, I'll put a belt of dexterity on her. Black and Mirror increases the DC of her hex throws, of course, increasing her charisma to make her spells more powerful. Her main purpose in here is to use Scorching Ray to also help whittle the boss down, but also I'm going to go ahead and use the hexes. So it's extremely difficult to get this boss to sleep, but it is possible. I'm not even going to try it. But what I am going to use is Evil Eye, which is definitely susceptible to, and this is going to help to decrease its AC. And then I believe, I also have Cackle. So what I want to do is put Evil Eye on the boss, and then Protective Luck on Sela, and then repeatedly use Cackle every time it comes back to Ember to keep both of these hexes up on my ally and my enemy respectively. And so that's going to be the main role that Ember is going to serve in this fight. And then she also has a Maximize Rod, which I'm going to be using whenever I'm attacking with that Scorching Ray. Next up is Sela. He's the person serving as my tank. So his main purpose has really already been served. He's responsible for putting a lot of the buffs on the team. However, he also, in his mythic path, I gave him the community domain. So as soon as it comes back around to his turn, he's going to be using whatever that amazing ability, Guarded Hearth, which is going to provide a sacred bonus equal to his wisdom modifier on all saving throws and attack rolls. So it's going to make all of my party members more tanky, but even more importantly for this fight, because you really can't out tank the damage the demon is going to do, it's going to help our attack rolls so we can whittle him down as quickly as possible. In this type of fight, more than likely somebody is going to die. So you definitely want to make sure you have some resurrection scrolls available. But the question is, can you whittle him down and kill him before he wipes out your entire team? And then finally, we have Arushale. Obviously, she's serving as my archer, and she also serves as the skill bot and a lot of the trickery checks and things of that nature. She's responsible for damage, but I'm also going to use her to increase our ability to attack as well with this Ranger's Bond. And so I'm hoping between that and the attacks that she can do, that we can go ahead and whittle this guy down. And then, of course, Sela gets a horse. So I have Mythical Beast to make the horse more powerful, but otherwise, standard equipment. And it's just there really to just tank a little bit and to do some damage. And with all that, let's go ahead and get into the fight. So here's the start of the battle. See the great big demon. He's surrounded by all the wizards that he consumed in order to be able to summon himself here. Inspecting him real quick. So you see he's huge. He's got a 38 on strength, 39 on constitution. He's got a 31 on spell resistance, so even though his touch AC is low, it can be very difficult to try to use spells to break through to him. He's immune to electricity, but since I've taken that mythic power, I'll still be able to use electricity against him. And just in general, this guy does a massive amount of damage. He'll also start the battle by casting Mirror Image. You could try to dispel it, but it's very difficult. So honestly, I don't bother. I just go ahead and get right into trying to tear him up. So we'll do a couple of these, and that took out 2 of his mirror images. He's got 2 more. Sela, you definitely want to go ahead and put Smite Evil onto him. And then go ahead and get started. And she takes out another mirror image while doing 15 damage. Excellent. With Camellia, I want to go ahead and pull out some of these undead, see if I can hopefully distract him. Activate her spirit enchantment, and then get right up close. Sela, I'm going to go ahead and put Protective Luck on Camellia. Hopefully that's the person he ends up attacking. And then I'm going to go ahead and bring down Cackle and use Cackle so it'll go ahead and extend it another round. And now we have the horse. Let's see what the horse does. I just want him to take off. There we go. Took off the last two mirror images. Fantastic. So now he's essentially exposed, for lack of a better word. Now we're going to use Guarded Hearth with Sela. That's going to give us a +6 to attack rolls, which should help us immensely. All right, let's see if anyone can survive this next attack he does. All right, so looks like the horse died, but Camellia stood up front, and that's fine. I wasn't particularly concerned about the horse anyway. Now we have Arushale. And Arushale hits it for 28 damage, looks like. Oh, nope. Actually, 43 damage. Very, very nice. Okay. And she'll be able to go again. Excellent. Okay. Now it's Sela's turn again. So, Sela. 25, 15, 26. Very, very nice. I'm still not comfortable with Sela getting close, so actually he'll use Prayer. Give us a +1 luck bonus on attack. And then let's see what happens with Camellia in this round. Okay, so all of the undead die. Oh, and Sela went down, of course. All right. That was unfortunate. Now we'll try to do electricity. Does 25 damage. He's been whittled down nicely. Sela, I could go ahead and try to throw the animated undead out again, but frankly, I want to just try to go ahead and whittle him down. So we'll go ahead and do this, and she's going to miss 3 times. It happens. All right, Ferocious Skeleton, and then Arushale gets to attack again. Oh, you know, we don't have haste anymore, so I will definitely cast haste the next time my wizard is around. And now, since I don't really have any other tanks, I'm going to go ahead and run a Whistle Sale might as well. It's okay if he dies. His glaive missed. Okay, and look at Camellia, still standing strong. Okay, now, you could use Slumber against him, but his will is sky high. It's possible to make him slumber, but very difficult. So I prefer to just go straight for Evil Eye. Okay, his will saving throw succeeded, but it doesn't really matter. Let me get her a little bit closer. And we're going to use Cackle, which should extend the amount of time for both Protective Luck and for Evil Eye. And then we'll try to do some electricity on him again. Does some more damage. Excellent, excellent. And oh, I forgot. I keep forgetting I need to cast haste. And Camellia will. Excellent. She does a little bit of damage. And then let's let Arushale try. Excellent. She does some more damage. Now, if I remember correctly, somewhere around here, I have. Is this it? Nope, that's cleanse. Here we go. Got a healing scroll. In fact, we'll bring the second one in here just in case we need it. So we'll use heal on Camellia. And what the hell was that? That was weird. For some reason, it wouldn't even let me do it. It doesn't even say that I lost it or that I failed. Great. All right, moving forward. He's almost dead anyway. All right, Camelia's down. It's okay. She did 17 damage. She's almost dead. Here, just to switch things up, we'll use Instrument of Freedom. And, critical miss, of course. and then Ruchele, Instincts. So, a couple of people went down. Camellia went down. If the heal had worked, she probably would have still been up. And then the horse went down, but I didn't really care about that. It was just fodder in order to stand up front and take the hits. But you get the general gist. You want to have a tank up front who can take those hits as much as possible, put protective luck on them, use cackle to keep protective luck going, and then the rest of the party should be focusing on damage to whittle the monster down. If the heal scroll had worked and I had used Scorching Ray instead of Instrument of Freedom, I probably could have got him down without Camellia dying. But you get the general gist. It's not that tough as long as you're properly prepared. Hope all of you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a like, share this content, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will see you all in the next video. Take care.